Hey, this is Damien from Pelican and Renline. Today we're going to do an oil change using this liquid moly oil change kit with the moly filter on this 2015 Macan Turbo. And this will be applicable to all 2015 to 2019 Macan, Macan S, GTS, and Turbo models. First things first, you want to get your car safely on jack stands, or in our case, we're lucky enough to have a lift. We do have a tech article on how to disable the air suspension to jack up the car safely without causing any other headaches. Here are the tools you'll need for the job. We got a zip gun with the T25 torque socket, needle nose pliers, 3/8 drive ratchet with an 8mm socket, a pick, a 1/2" 36mm socket with a 1/2" drive ratchet, an oil funnel for filling oil, and the Porsche specific Schwab and scan tool to reset the service interval light. First thing I like to do on any oil change is undo the oil cap so that when you're underneath draining the oil, it flows a bit faster. But I also put a safeguard in place by using either a red or a brightly colored rag on the oil fill and putting the oil cap over that rag to remind yourself that the car still needs to be filled with oil. Since these cars don't have any access to the oil drain plug or the oil filter housing with the belly pan in place, we're gonna go ahead and take that off. There's T25 Torx all around and down the center, as well as 2 pull pins, one on each side here towards the rear. To undo the oil drain plug, you're gonna want 8mm hex on a socket and then a drain pan to collect all the oil. Now that the oil's drained, we're gonna go ahead and replace the aluminum crush washer on the drain plug, which is included in the oil change kit. Now we'll take our 8mm hex, tighten the drain plug. The factory torque spec is 28 Nm or 21 foot-pounds. What's really important here is you don't want to over tighten it with it being in an aluminum oil pan. You just want to crush the washer and make sure it's tight. That torque spec is pretty much hand tight regardless, so if you have a good feel on that, you should be good to go. We got the drain plug all torqued up. We're gonna go after the oil filter now, which is right here. The oil filter housing is conveniently placed right in front of the oil pan. You're gonna need a 1/2" drive, 36mm socket to undo the filter housing cap. There's a large O-ring that seals the oil filter housing cap. That's included with the filter element kit. So it's crucial that you replace that to avoid any oil leaks. Grab yourself a suitable tool. A small pick tool works to kind of get under it. Work your way around. Make sure it's in the groove all the way around. That way you don't pinch it and possibly cut it when you're tightening the cap. Get a little oil on there, make sure it goes in smooth. There's a plastic cage in here that will hold the filter element and you can put it all in as one. Inside the oil filter housing, there is a snout here that the oil filter element does press onto. So you're gonna wanna make sure to line that up, and it will be a tight fit. So you'll kind of just work around pressing it in and it should make a audible slip, and then you can tighten the cap by hand. Again, hand tight. Torque spec on this is around 25 Nm. All right, right, everything underneath the car is good. We got the new oil filter element in, the caps torqued, the drain plug with the new crush washer also torqued. Now we'll go ahead and fill it up with oil. The oil capacity on this is 8 liters. Now we got the oil filled up. We're gonna wanna start the car to let it warm up to temp so we can check the level through the car and also check for leaks at the same time at the drain plug or the oil filter housing cap. We got the car running. We wanna get it up to temp so we can check the level, and we're also gonna check for leaks before we put the belly pan back on, because you don't want any oil leaks coming from here, and you just wanna make sure to double check your work and make sure you're all set. We'll use the buttons on the multifunction steering wheel to go to the correct menu in the gauge. Once you see with the screen with all the engine vitals right here, we'll go ahead and press the click wheel and go down to oil measurement. If the oil's up to temp, you should get a level reading, and it looks like we're all set here. We're right at the max mark, which is where we want to be. We're gonna go ahead with the oil service reset. You will need a bi-directional scan tool for this. We're gonna use the Schwab and Porsche specific one, which you can find at pelicanparts.com. We'll go to Porsche. We'll read out the car using the Smart VIN function, which will read all the vehicle info for us. Hit OK. We want to go to special functions, oil reset, special functions again, reset maintenance interval. This is just telling you that it's going to reset the intervals. We'll go down to oil service. It's going to want to have you input today's date so the car can calculate when the next oil change is needed. We'll hit keyboard. It does have you do year, month, and then day. I'm going to hit completed. And we are all set. There should be no more light on the dash. Now that you go to the dash, you shouldn't get that oil change now prompt here. We'll just verify that. And there we go. That concludes the oil service on this 95B Macan. If you're interested in learning how to maintain your Porsche, as well as getting all the parts you need to do it, check us out at pelicanparts.com and give us a follow.